When we use Excel functions or formulas, we use cell references inside it. We have three types of cell references that we use, which is absolute cell reference, relative cell reference, and mixed cell reference. In this video, I'll tell you how and when you should use different types of cell references inside your Excel functions and formulas. Hello everybody, my name is Namita Devi and I welcome you again to my channel. Before we start our today's video, I also want to tell you that this is also a very common interview question if your profile demands Excel. So please watch this video till end to get all your answers about cell references, different types of cell references that we use in Excel functions and formulas. In this sample data set, we have the sales of all these products for different quarters. Now, first question we will solve is the total sales of each product. So, we need to sum all these values to get the total. I am using a shortcut key to sum the values, which is Alt and equal to. This will automatically insert a sum formula, or you can also type in your sum formula here. Press enter. Now we will drag this formula down. Let's take a look at our formula. In this row, it is taking cell reference as B5 to E5. If I go down, it says B6 to E6 and then B7 to E7. This is called relative referencing because the referenced cells are moving down as my formula moves down. Now let's say if my boss says, instead of this total, can you give me the percentage of each product in comparison to the total? So first, let's calculate the overall total sales, which is the sum of all these products' sales. Now I have the total of each product and an overall total of all the products. Now, to calculate the percentage of each product, we need to divide the product total and overall total, which is equal to this cell divided by this cell. Press enter. I will change this to percentage. Now, can I pull this down just like before? Let's try it out. I am dragging this formula down and let's see what it says. It throws error. Why? Let's check out the formula here. It says this divided by this. So my cell reference F6 is correct. It is referring to product B, but my cell reference F9 is incorrect. It is referring to the blank cell. So in my formula, I want that my cell reference for numerator should change, but the cell reference of my denominator, which is this, should be fixed to F8 only. This is where you need absolute referencing, which means we want to fix the references, and that can be done by using the $sign. Let's see how. Make sure that you correct the first formula before you pull down. So we will work on this cell. Now here we want to fix F8 reference. We want to fix both column and row. The shortcut key to add the $sign in the formulas is F4 key. Keep your mouse where you want to add the $sign and then press F4 key. If you keep on pressing the F4 key, can you see the changes in the $sign? It gives you all the options. Either add $sign to only column, only row, both or none. This is the fastest way of adding $sign to your Excel formulas. Now here we have kept the $sign with column and row both because we want to fix both of them. Now let's drag this formula down and now this is working fine. Let's check this out. In each cell, the numerator is getting changed, which is correct, and denominator is fixed, which is also correct. This is called absolute cell referencing. Now let's say my boss comes again and said, calculate the percentage of each quarter for each product so that we can quickly see in which quarter we have the most sales and in which quarter we have the least sales for each product. Now what I will do is, let's copy this data and paste it here. I will delete these numbers because now instead of numbers I need percentages. How we will calculate the percentages for each quarter? It is the sales of the product in the quarter divided by the total sale of that product. Now what will happen if I drag this formula down and also to the right? Let's do it. This is incorrect. So what went wrong here? Let's open our formula. This is referring to this cell and this cell, which is wrong. If I am dragging my formula towards right, my cell reference C5 is correct, which is for quarter 2, and then this cell G5 should be equal to F5. So our F5 is fixed. Like I said before, we should correct our formula for the very first cell. So we will do our changes here. Select here, press F4 key to fix F5. So we have $sign with column F and row 5. Press enter. Now let's drag this formula towards right. Check this out, it is referring to quarter 2 and total, quarter 3 and total, quarter 4 and total. Now if I want to drag this formula down, then let's see what will happen. Double click here to see the cell reference. This is wrong. It is referring to product B, quarter 1 and total of product A. Same goes for product C. The total column is fixed to F5 only because we have fixed this in our formula. Now what we want is, if I drag this formula down, it should have B6 divided by F6 and then B7 divided by F7. So my column F is fixed, but I want my row number to change here. This is very simple. You just need to remove the $sign from the row number. So where we will update it? Again, it's the very first cell of the formula. We will delete the $sign from here and will keep the $sign in front of column. Now drag this formula down. Let's check this. It's B6 divided by F6, then B7 divided by F7 and B8 divided by F8. Now to fill this formula to complete cells, let's delete all the cells first except the first cell. This is my final formula. You can drag to right and down, or you can just copy it, select your table and paste it. Now let's check the data. If I double click here, it is referring to quarter 2 and the total of same product. Let's double click here, it is referring to quarter 4 and the total of same product. So this is called mixed cell referencing. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please consider subscribing to this channel if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next video.